Hey, welcome to Everything You Know Is Wrong,
Where the blind lead the blind?
and we question everything.
That's right.
Hey, so this is going to be our new podcast.
Yeah, this is our launch. Like, you guys are on the inside scoop. We haven't even interviewed anybody yet.
Yeah. We've been really excited about doing this for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yep.
Mostly because you can't shut either one of us up ever.
We're talkers.
Yeah.
We're talkers and we like to listen.
Hey, but Robbie, what are we even going to talk about in this podcast?
Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Myths, mysteries, misconceptions, all of it. And we're going to get into it. We're going to talk to people. Some are famous. Some are really, really famous. Some are like,
Everyday people just getting it done. Well, what are some of the subjects we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about coffee,
coffee. Yeah, we're going to talk about sex, marketing,
leadership,
development,
coffee,
physical fitness,
coffee, parenting,
parenting for real, more coffee,
teenagers,
lots of coffee,
volunteering,
science,
travel.
psychology.
Are you going to share about your beard?
We're going to talk about my beard.
All right. Hey, Robbie, what is the most interesting thing about you?
I think one of the most interesting things about me is I was born with my intestines on the outside. What? Real talk, kind of crazy, but like the doctors actually talked to my parents and basically told them like, listen, you guys are young, you can have more kids. This kid's probably not going to make it.
Wow. They're
You
trying to just say maybe let you go.
Yeah. They were trying to make that decision to be okay if I didn't live.
What a loss for the world.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, I'm
It would
glad
have
you're
been.
here.
And instead, you heard the song Bad to the Bone. That song was written about me. Since the day I was born, all gather around. If you don't know that song, but no, it actually wasn't written about me, but it fit because I'm bad to the bone.
And people ask me
Jeff
what
didn't like that joke. I
No,
saw it in his
it was
face.
okay.
He didn't say anything, but I saw it.
We'll probably cut it.
Yeah, it's cut. Hey, you're not really going to cut it though, right?
Maybe. It's hard to
okay.
say. No, probably not. Just thought that'd be
Because
funny
I thought
to
it was
say.
okay. I
for the
thought
final cut.
it'd be good for
Yeah.
the people to hear it.
Yeah,
So.
it'd be good.
We get some more coffee? Robin! I never know what she's doing.
She's somewhere.
Have you ever seen that movie? Oh, it's Will Ferrell. Yelling at his mom.
So, when people ask me what the most interesting thing about me is, I have all kinds of answers, but you know what people actually find the most interesting thing about me?
What's that?
I am a dad with a son with autism.
Yeah?
And for a lot of people, that's their only peer into the world up close, and what could be kind of scary and uncomfortable for some people.
For sure.
And I think also they feel safe around me because I will tell them the good, the bad, and the ugly, the awkward, the weird, the hilarious, and the awesome.
No, that's been huge for me even, Jeff, because I've even used you as an example when I've been dealing in other situations like, hey, I'm here for you, I understand, I'm a forever learner. A good friend of mine's son is autistic, he's taught me a ton, he's very researched, and and just kind of, I've always been able to use that for my own knowledge, my own information, because it can be scary for others, because where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable, and some people don't understand certain things. And so I think that it's,
One thing that's cool is we have taken my son. One of the things we do is we've traveled around the world. I've been more than 40 countries, taken more than 9,000 people around the world. And for the last 13 years, we have spent most summers on a dirt road in Mexico, about 4 miles south of the border. We take my autistic son with us. And for a lot of people, they spend more time in a week with a person with special needs than they would for an entire year.
Yeah.
And so it's been really cool. And my son, don't think we're dragging him to Mexico, his favorite place in the world. Since he was a little kid, people would say, why does he love Mexico so much? And I'd say, well, here he's not weird and you get to pee in the dirt.
Yeah.
And those are two pretty good things if
absolutely.
you're a little boy. Hey, who's this podcast for?
It's for sure going to be for parents,
Yeah.
because we're parents.
Yeah. For men?
Men for sure. We're going to talk to men. Teenagers.
For women?
Yeah, I think women really get a kick out of this, right?
People want to change the world?
I think world changers. I think people that want to be the best version of themselves.
Beluga whales that like podcasts? I don't know.
Absolutely. Narwhals.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Cartoon characters?
Absolutely. Yabba dabba doo. Remember that?
It's really more than anything for people that just love learning about something new and want to talk about real life.
Yeah, it's also going to be for people who are more old and out of touch. That's why we have Jeff. And then people... I can't even finish it. It was a joke. Sorry. And then young, fashionable people with flowing locks of hair.
Yeah, I used
He used to sing.
I used to be a professional, semi-professional rock star, so I got it
did.
out of my system, unlike somebody. What kind of guests are we gonna have?
Man, we are going to talk to psychologists, doctors.
Authors?
We're going to talk to authors. We're going to talk to artists, professional communicators, speakers.
Educators, and we're gonna talk to some extraordinary people you've never heard of.
Yeah.
They
for
haven't
real.
written a book. They haven't done it, but they're doing amazing things, and we think you want to hear them. I and you have had the amazing journey of meeting amazing people
Some pretty amazing people.
all over the place, and we're gonna introduce you to some of those people.
You're going to be challenged. You're going to be inspired. You're going to think. You're going to learn something you didn't know before. We're all going to learn stuff we haven't known before. It's going to be a really amazing time. Something we hope you really want to share with your friends, your family. Something you can learn from, grow from, laugh. It's going to be a good time.
Is this podcast gonna be good?
You know what? We're sure going to try.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
We are,
I think
you
that
know.
it will be okay, and then it'll get increasingly better. So you got to stick with us,
Gotta
okay?
hang around.
Hey, and here's the thing: if you like it, tell your friends. If you don't, mind your own business.
I mean, if you don't like it, then just tell your friends because they might.
Right? You never know.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Okay, so we're talking about myths, misconceptions, and mysteries, and we're going to talk about everything you know about leadership is wrong, everything you know about teenagers is wrong, everything you know about coffee is wrong.
Cheers.
What are people wrong about you? What's the biggest misconception about Robbie Quick?
That's a great one. I mean, I've been a public speaker. I've been an MC for professional sports teams. I was on staff at a mega church for a very, very long time. I mean, over a third of my life, I was on staff at a pretty decent sized church, 20, 30,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, and I learned a lot and I grew a lot. And I got to a place where I was preaching to thousands of people. And at the same time, I was, the halftime announcer for up to 12,000 people, and found myself married with 2 kids. And I think most people that would have looked or knew me would think, this guy's got it all. He's doing all over the place. Good things are happening. But I found myself in a weird place where I just was honestly not loving myself. I couldn't quite put words to it. I couldn't articulate it the way, I wish I could have back then, but it was a feeling deep down, almost like there's got to be more than this, right? And I really began to do some searching, some soul searching. And I started looking at myself and my ego. And through that, got to a place where I realized, man, I was out of control. Like a lot of us have gone through a lot of stuff, especially from 1 to 7 years old. For me, I kind of just bypassed all that, buried it, and was just like, I just want to help the world. I want to be a good person. I want to be a light. But there was still like this little bit of darkness in me, and I was battling. And got to a place where I had to figure it out. And when I did, when I finally, the metaphorical Scooby-Doo, finally, who's behind all my problems, and pull off the mask, and it's me looking at me. It's like a mirror.
Wasn't the evil Gavin
No.
McLeod. It
No.
was the evil Robbie
Yes.
Quick.
It was myself. And that might even be weird for some of you to even fathom or understand. But when you really look at it, I could for sure find all these different key moments in my life where I could say, he did this, or she did that, or they didn't show up for me in this way, or this hurt when. Because we all have those stories, and a lot of them are real. Most of them are real. But as I began to really laser focus it, man, I was in decision every step of the way to really be powerful and to make a decision that served me and served others. But I was so broken and living in my ego, there was no real authentic power. It was just me doing the things that I'd been taught, from being insecure, getting mad, anger, addiction. And we'll get a lot into that as we go. But what people wouldn't know is that it might have looked like I had everything going for me, but I was lost. And I've been on a journey. And part of that journey brought us back together.
Yeah.
Jeff and I, we've known each other for a long time, since I was a kid, and he was kind of a kid, So, right? And somehow, if you remember, right, we just kind of met each other all over, from obviously Ecuador, before that here in Sacramento. We ended up popping together over into Africa, Tennessee. Remember we spoke at that conference? And just different touch points.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've just had a lot of shared experiences, and now all of a sudden we find ourselves in a place where we want to be as real and authentic as we can, talk about a lot of things, and bring that information to you, and try to together come together to make this world a better place, one moment at a time.
I think that a lot of people think that I'm smarter than I really am. And I've kind of thought, why is that? And sometimes people find me to be an intimidating person, which is strange to me because of the way I view myself. And I'm just somebody, I think, who's not afraid to look stupid, not afraid to fail. And for some reason, people focus on the good parts of that. And they think that, that I'm something better than I really am. I think it's going to be good to get to talk about some of these kinds of things. All right, so this is the last one. Why are we doing this?
Several reasons, I think. Obviously both of us are in a place in our lives where life is short. If you haven't figured that out yet, you will. And it's short and it's long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so in the day-to-day, it can feel long. But in the hindsight of all of it, it's really short. And, as we're getting older and we have families, I'm realizing like everything we do is important. And all the time we have, it's very valuable. And so we just started thinking, what are we going to do? How can we put something together where we can actually add some value by learning with some amazing people and taking everybody on a journey where we can be better, be encouraged, be inspired, learn, think, love, laugh, cry, all these different things. And, this isn't going to be for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be for a lot of amazing people. And I think we're going to really build an amazing community where we're learning, loving, and laughing together. I sound like one of those learning, loving, and laughing. You find it like
it's like a
Ross.
sign at Walmart. Yeah.
Next week, bing, live, love, laugh. That's what I'm. That's what I'm doing. But for real, a community where we can learn together, laugh together, grow together, and then make a difference. And obviously we're working together. On a lot of different projects all over the world: Africa, South America, Mexico, right here in the state of California, and beyond.
That's a really cool thing because we're going to tell people what we're up to, but not just what we're up to, but how they can get involved and come alongside as a flawed person, along some other flawed people, and let the blind lead the blind.
Come on, for real.
and along the way, we'll try to question everything.
We will.
So, and part of the thing is, come on, you can't shut us up. We're going to be talking anyway, so might as well record it and share it with you.
Let's do it. Here we go. Just push record.
All right, listen, everything you know is wrong. One last thing, okay? Go to everythingyounknowIsWrong.show.
Hey,
all right,
it's a show.
.com was
Coming
not
to you
available.
live.
There's nothing at .com, so I hope that they don't put a bad site there or something like that.
E.
EverythingyounknowIsWrong.show and sign up for the updates. The first season of the podcast is coming soon.
Yep.
And we are going to give somebody who signs up for the updates a free trip this summer.
Yeah.
For
Mexico, baby.
For a week. Come along. Go to the beach with us. We're going to build a house. We're going to do some amazing things.
Hey,
stay at our new base.
As the song goes, Lord, take me down to Mexico, Rosarito, Baja California. But the Baja part, not the Rosarito.
Yeah. I
Right?
don't know that one. I was thinking of the James Taylor song, Oh, Mexico. I've never really been there, but I sure want to go. That could be somebody too.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't together where we write it.
You notice I didn't sing it, even though I was.
You kind of talk singed it. Do you hear that? You kind of talk singed. He's like, I want to let you know I got a little vocal, but I'm not.
Everything you know is wrong.show. Go there, sign up, win a free trip to Mexico, and look for the details there. You're awesome.
We love you.
Robin's laughing, so that must be a good sign.
We're excited for you to be a part of this.